What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Whales and Locks. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the 2021 SEC tournament. One thing to note about this tournament is Auburn is actually not in it. They self-imposed a one-year ban or a ban here from the SEC tournament, as well as potentially in the NCAA tournament. So we're going to go ahead and do it without them. So as you can see, here's the bracket. Real quick, there's no one here in the 14 spot. We're going to throw South Carolina at the 11. So let's get right down to it with the first game here between Vandy and Texas A&M, the two worst teams in the SEC by absolute far. Only matchup on Wednesday. I'll take Texas A&M here. I think Buzz Williams can win these guys a game, as they actually are only 8-9 on the season. Not as terrible as you might think compared to Vanderbilt, who is quite awful this season. They actually were 3-13 in conference, so really bad. I'll take A&M in a slight upset. So we'll go ahead and go to the top here to Thursday, Kentucky, Mississippi State. This would just probably be the most embarrassing season ever. It already might be for Kentucky, but if they don't win this game, they have to win this game. I'm going to take Kentucky here. They're just way too talented, way much better as a team from a talent perspective. All right, now here we go down. Florida versus Texas A&M. I think the top 7 of the SEC all has a legitimate shot here of winning the tournament. It seems pretty wide open. So I'm going to go ahead and take Florida here. Trey Mann, I think, just gets it done over, as I said before, a bad A&M team. So now we've got number 7, Missouri, and number 10, Georgia. Missouri looked so good early in the season. I mean, they lost Jeremiah Tillman for a few games, and then they really haven't been able to find their groove yet. But Georgia just gets carved up defensively. I'll go ahead and take Missouri here. I think they get it done. In our final game on Thursday, we've got Ole Miss and South Carolina. Both of these teams I'm really not a big fan of. Call me crazy, though. I'll take South Carolina, though, in the upset. South Carolina just has guys that can hit threes. And if Ole Miss doesn't have it going offensively, which they often do not, I don't think they can come back in this game at all. I think South Carolina can just run up the score on them, and Ole Miss averages around 68 points a game, so I don't think they get it done. I'll take South Carolina in the upset. Now we've got Alabama and Kentucky. A very interesting game usually, but this year Kentucky just doesn't have it, obviously. Bama has not looked good lately. But Bama doesn't have problems against this Kentucky team. They've beaten them by double digits in both times that they played them. I'll go ahead and take Bama here. Now we've got Tennessee and Florida. This is a tough one. I'm going to take Florida in the 5-4 upset here, though. I don't really trust this young Tennessee team. They're led by a bunch of freshmen, and I think Florida with Trey Mann, as I said before, I think they get it done. So I will take Florida in the slight upset here. Not the biggest Tennessee guy going forward. Arkansas, Missouri. Arkansas has just been on the quietest mission I have ever seen from a potential number 2 seed in the NCAA tournament. Winners of 8 straight. This team looks ridiculous. Moses Moody, the whole team. I'm taking Arkansas here. I am on the wave. Give me Arkansas all day over this Missouri team. LSU, South Carolina. South Carolina, lucky to even be here. LSU should win this game easily. There's really no questions for me. I'm going to take LSU. So as we look at our bracket here, we've got Alabama and Florida in the top game on Saturday, and we've got Arkansas and LSU here in the bottom game. 2 interesting matchups for sure. Alabama and Florida. Bama didn't really have trouble the first time these two teams played, winning by 15 points. I think they ultimately get it done here. They just have too many weapons on the outside. Unless Colin Castleton for Florida somehow puts up a 30-piece, I don't see how Bama could possibly lose this game. I will take Alabama here. And then in the last game on Saturday, we've got Arkansas and LSU. Too much inconsistency from LSU. I really do like this LSU team, but as I said before, Arkansas is winners of 8 straight, scorching hot. The journey will end at some point for Arkansas, but it will not be in that game. I will take Arkansas over LSU. And in this final Sunday matchup, probably going into the season, one of the least expected SEC title games for sure. Both of these teams were not expected to be 1 and 2 seeds in the SEC tournament, but here we have it nonetheless. Again, like the ACC, this is definitely the game that everyone anticipates to be in the final, no doubt. It's round 2. Bama did lose the first one by 15 to Arkansas at Arkansas. I think Alabama gets it done, though. I think they get revenge here in round 2. I think Moses Moody, as great as he is still a freshman. He's got a lot of things probably on his mind. He's going to be thinking a lot about this, and I'll take Alabama here, ultimately to win this game and humble an Arkansas team that will lose eventually, and I think they do it here against Arkansas. So here's the bracket, filled out through and through. quick thoughts about it. I think a team to watch that's deep in the bracket is definitely Missouri. If they can somehow get past Arkansas, I think they have a legitimate shot to then beat LSU and ultimately get Bama here and maybe pull it off again. So Missouri is definitely my team to watch. If you guys have any teams to watch out for in the SEC, please leave it down below in the comments. Whoever you think is going to win, leave it down below. I'd love to engage. So yeah, if you did enjoy this content, would like to see more picks and things like this in the future, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.